you said it makes effort feel good.
Yeah.
It's like I want like
it makes the pain feel good.
It also helps that I moved to a place that's like walking distance.
It makes the resistance feel good.
And
Yeah.
the
challenge is arousing onto it.
Do you think to be successful as an influencer in what we do, like what you do as do you think you have to be enhanced in some way?
No.
100% disagree.
You think so?
Why do you? Okay, so I agree with you. I think you do have to.
I think you have to.
You don't have to be like a.
No, I think you have.
Bear. You have to be like.
It can't be. Don't have to be Zherka, but you have to be on a level above average.
I mean, there's just too many.
So the question is, to be an influencer, to be a person of high status, do you have to be enhanced? And I'm interpreting this question in terms of like whether it be anything, because specifically we're talking about like testosterone beforehand, and these guys are like fitness guys apparently, and they were talking about testosterone, but I think he's asking more of like a general question. So let's get into this.
Jeff Bezos when he's earlier, or
but
Warren
is
Buffett.
that luck or is it just
because
one-hit
they're
wonders?
really fucking smart. There's too many.
No,
There's too many.
he's cognitively enhanced since a young age. They
Who?
take like modafinil, Adderall. They take.
Modafinil, Adderall. I'm telling you, this shit's crazy.
I don't know.
By that I don't mean like TRT or whatever.
Yeah.
It could be,
Oh, you mean some kind of enhancement?
Yeah, some
okay,
kind of-
maybe.
Adderall, it could
Biohacking.
be whatever.
Check it out.
Well, like nootropics.
When God gave me
real nootropics.
Yeah, real nootropics. But when God gave me a new life, I was like, I prayed to go viral. It worked. I'll do the rest. I don't want to ask for shit. I can't do drugs. I can't do alcohol. Took me a while. Cold turkey, everything stopped. And then when all my friends shot up to the top of Twitch, I went to these parties, started getting the real information. The top 1,000 highest paid millionaires on Twitch were all not even taking. I take Adderall and I'm sensitive. Abusing the fuck out of it. Greek God X lost 300 pounds on Adderall. When I'm like, wait a minute, I thought bodybuilders take the juice, gamers and stuff, all the highest paid, top 1,000 accounts, fitness industry, all on gear, natural industry, all on gear. Every industry I go to, humans cheating are at the top, and I hate platforming it because they all go, well, you telling me to take stuff. I'm not telling you to take stuff. I'm telling you, everyone who's whooping your ass has that evil in them. That I agree with you.
So the basic premise of what he's saying is that in life, there is people who are doing better than you because they have an edge, and they're deriving it to a simple expression of people are winning just because they have mental and cognitive enhancements by, quote unquote, taking these drugs. By all means, there was this saying this man said, if they're playing a video game for $10,000 and you had the option to cheat, you're telling me you wouldn't, without anyone ever finding out. You're telling me that you wouldn't. So a lot of these guys ended up taking up a lot of these stuffs to get to this level. And it's very believable. It's very believable because, damn, I've never really taken Adderall. I think I've tried it one time. It wasn't really anything like crazy. I think for me, it was the kind of like reaction where it toned me down. So I don't think I could be able to abuse those kind of, I guess, narcotics. But it's crazy to see that people in life do have an advantage and, I guess, edge over you, whether it be any industry, fitness industry, gaming industry, health industry. You have all these people, influencers, who basically take advantage of these enhancements to get the edge over someone else. And that's just like the basic premise of life, though. Who is working harder than you and getting that edge? You just got to find your edge. And it's crazy that these people are finding their edge with fucking.
They have to be enhanced in some way, even if it's just a little bit, right?
Like Liver King.
Well, exactly.
Like Liver King.
But the thing is,
if you didn't know Liver King was on gear, you deserve to get scammed.
No, but my point is like the fact that he still got rich. What does that say? What is Michael Hearn still saying?
It means it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're on gear.
Well, no, but
you need it to get there.
No, but the point what you said is the real point. It doesn't matter. So just think about Jordan Belfort. 15 months in federal prison. He gets out. He's richer. Everyone wants him as a sales consultant.
Yep.
Caitlyn Jenner kills someone, runs him into like drunk driver, runs into a second woman of the year 4 months later.
Yep.
President of the United States fucks a porn star while his wife is pregnant, and he's elected president right afterwards. No one. OJ Simpson, dude. We go to parties here. OJ's here in Vegas.
Yeah.
We go to parties wherever he is. White women, blonde white women surrounding
exactly
him
like Nicole Brown.
everywhere.
Crazy.
White men love murderers. You said that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the thing is, nobody pays for anything. That's
right.
That's really the point. And so the idea, like,
That's because of status, right?
yeah, I agree.
So when he says that nobody pays for anything, that's a really great topic to go off of, because you need to understand that when people break the law, there are either fines in place or bails in place or bonds in place to get out of that certain predicament, right? So when someone says something is illegal, it isn't completely illegal. Maybe it's capable for a price. It's legal for a price. A lot of these rich people, when you really start to think about it, they get away with so much stuff because why? They have a lot of money. It's just actually crazy to think about. That's something that you really need to understand, is that these people have so much money, and it's really just insane how they can get away with so many things for the use of money. And like he just said, Jordan Belfort. Have you ever watched the movie The Wolf of Wall Street? I think it came out in like 2012. You have this guy who basically made millions and millions of dollars illegally by taking 50% of the stock shares or profit from stock selling. And yeah, he went to prison. He did his time, but he came out and he still had a shit ton of that money still available to him. It's not like the government just seized all of his assets. No, the dude was still rich as fuck, able to buy everything, because the dude broke the law by making a shit ton of money illegally, but still did things with that money legally to basically protect himself afterwards. So that is a really great topic, and that's crazy. Really something for you to think about.
Status will trump it, because like think about anything that, like what Logan Paul did with the whole suicide thing in Japan. He comes and does that. He does one fight with KSI. Nobody cares anymore. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to matter. And then the thing is, we can say this, like if Andrew Tate, when he gets, he exonerated after that whole thing happens, it doesn't make any difference that he was charged with all these things. Everyone will want him on their show. You see Pierce Morgan, hardcore leftists is like standing up for Andrew Tate. Why? Because status is status is status. Status trumps everything, bro. And that's the other thing. Like,
that's like the whole thing with with Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody cared for how many years, and then now that the case is over, they still don't care.
Diane Sawyer, he's in there talking about using Spanish fly on girls, and and no one cared. You're exactly right. This generation, you can get away with saying anything and do. Like again, dude, I just watched Nick Fuentes explain to a bunch of African American women that they're dumber than him, and they all said, "Thank you, Nick Fuentes." They were saying, "Thank you." They were saying,
"Wow."
Thank you to him.
I'll tell you though, my boy Nick
Fuentes.
Fuentes.
About anything now, like that's the issue.
That's really what it is. It comes down to nothing.
I was gonna say, how do we define status? Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, if you want to be successful, just define the fucking term you're using every day. Is it status means a populist?
No.
If you think about it, Andrew Tate's populist message is what protects him. Is status a populist?
That's part of his brand, though. That's
a serial killer like what's his
Richard
name?
Ramirez.
Ted Bundy.
Richard Ramirez.
He has the girls were trying to protect him.
Richard Ramirez. They were actually throwing panties at him.
Status means you have to be a populist in the market of what I guess the norm, right?
Any market. So I want you to like consider this, like the difference between like say Tyreek Hill and Jonathan Ogden. Tyreek Hill is like the fastest guy in the NFL. Jonathan Ogden was a 6'9" left tackle. One guy has status because he's strong. One guy has status because he's fast.
But they both have status.
They both have status. One guy has status because he can throw a football. One guy has status because his girlfriend's hot, right? There's a different ways, but as long as you show some level of competency that makes you better than other people in that one area, you remember them forever, and that's the only thing that really matters.
Let me ask you this: so establishing, you have to be enhanced in some way.
No, I don't say you have to. I'm saying you're competing with the world that's 1%.
You're on the same racetrack.
It's Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong was on gear. Lance Armstrong was on gear, and the top 20 people also in the Tour de France were also on gear.
Yeah.
So in the long term, do you think that that's going to shorten their lives? They're going to
100% shorten.
Steroids?
So like enhanced in any way, really, like cognitively or physically.
Well, the abuse of it will definitely cause it. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's no aortic pump meant to carry 245-pound, 210-pound. The heart.
Come on, how much do I weigh? Come
on, you're 185.
186.
Really? I got it.
About 180.
Okay, but the human heart. Did you know to live a long time we have to be close to our high school weights?
Yeah.
I'm 70 pounds over.
Yeah, if you look, world's oldest people, they went over it. These people like live in Japan, and these men
like 101 years old.
101, and they're like these guys are like 135. Yeah, you're right.
The high protein diet. Yeah, you get jacked, you look great. Number one.
Heart failure.
No, true, but the number one thing that ages you the fastest, because digesting food is an inflammatory thing. So high protein diet means you are getting old fast, but your bicep is big. So that's why I cut back.
Don't care.
Got jacked.
I lost the.
But like, so that just goes to like, what are people willing to sacrifice?
That's where I was going.
Okay.
So when I did my infamous tweet about like, if you want to the quickest path to becoming a high value guy is to not get married, not to avoid family, get a vasectomy when you're in your 20s, right? And then also the stuff that nobody else wants to remember, which is like get to the gym, get jacked, stay on your focus, stay on your mission, the more esoteric kind of stuff like that. But really what that...
Yo, what's up with this dude, bro? Look at this dude just like staring at me, bro. He's staring at me.
Baiting and trolling.
What the fuck?
I got Matt Walsh, I got Lauren Chan, all the big heavy hitters.
So don't say baiting and trolling, because they're gonna think you're not actually meaning it.
Okay, so we're going a little bit off topic now. But the thing is in life, there are going to be opportunities for you to cheat. There's going to be opportunities for you to take advantage. There's going to be opportunities for you to get the edge over somebody else. But the question is it up to you? Do you have the mental fortitude? Do you have the ethics, the balance between the ethics and saying, look, I'm not a bad person, but I understand that if I do a certain thing, it's going to give me the edge over other person. By all means, my ideology, my ethics is like, get that edge, do what you have to do, win at the end of the day, because you need to be able to push yourself over that line, over that finish line. Maybe you might just be one step ahead, but that one thing is going to give you the extra 10 steps ahead. So you need to know how to take advantage of certain situations. I'm not saying go out and be a bad person and take advantage of people. I'm saying that find ways to give yourself an edge. Find yourself to give yourself an edge morally, ethically, that aligns with you. And by all means, like, I'm not saying, like I said, walk over people, be bad to people. I'm saying that the way that you need to get your edge is in a good way, good manner, but silently do so. You don't need to be advertising it. You don't need to be telling people this. Of course, once you reach the top, you can have open conversations, but you got to find your edge, and that's the only way to do it.